Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
Abandon all hope for One Piece to be any good.
Well, if it's anything like this.
Cowboy Bebop, the critical scores are coming in. It is rotten and dropping. Now, that's not to say that a whole bunch of people could decide they love it and post a bunch of positive reviews, but so far, the reaction is not good.
Not just that, there's only 22 critical reviews on it. So It doesn't seem like the reviewers are clamoring to cover this one either.
No, I mean, usually there are a lot more reviews for movies than TV series. And definitely
22?
Yeah, definitely Netflix series don't get a lot of reviews, but the people that have reviewed it, Netflix probably cherry-picked them thinking they were going to be the most likely to like it, and they don't. So we're going to talk about that.
Yep.
Not to say we told you so.
But we did.
But we told you so. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 240,000 subs. Woo! Thank you so much for the support. We've been talking a lot about Cowboy Bebop live action because this is a bad idea. Like, this is literally, if you were at a table with Netflix executives getting drunk in Tokyo and they said, hey, how about a Cowboy Bebop live action? You say, go home, you're drunk.
Right. It was never a good idea. It's proven to be questionable in many ways since the announcement of it. The actress behaved the way she did and everything else. But this was something that was not going to translate to live action very well. And it apparently is the way the reviewers are seeing it as well. Yeah,
some of these headlines, we're gonna look at some of these reviews. Again, we haven't seen it. It's not out yet.
No.
We didn't get a screener because Netflix won't.
And maybe
give us
we'll
screeners.
like it, but I very much doubt it.
I seriously doubt it. Cowboy Bebop review, Netflix's live-action riff on everyone's favorite anime, is a cosmic disaster from IndieWire. We've got South China Morning Post. Cowboy Bebop, Netflix's live-action series, is a galactic dud. And it goes on and on. If you go to the actual reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, again, Rotten Tomatoes is sitting at 45%.
Okay, can I read some of these?
Go.
Now here's a fresh one, a 7 out of 10, which is a 70%. Most case of the episode shows are centered around the chemistry between the two leads, but Cowboy Bebop is a 3-person affair. Well, so was the original show. It actually had more characters than that, and the chemistry between Spike, Jet, and Faye couldn't be higher.
Well, okay.
Wait, your plus is because this one this is a 3-person. Like, did you watch the original? Anyway, RobertEbert.com. This live-action version loses any sense of inventive creativity in a failed attempt at fidelity to the source. Someone should call a bounty hunter.
Oh.
You can read the next one. I feel like I'm doing all the talking.
Flickering myth. While I can typically excuse some campy moments for the sake of fun, Cowboy Bebop struggles with finding its tone and style by the end. It's just another mediocre live-action anime. As if we're surprised.
Yeah, we're not. Here's another 7 out of 10. Hopefully a follow-up season shows more confidence in the production. Doesn't sound good. Still, for now, I was happy jamming to what they've cooked up. So I can't wait to see if season 2 does better, but it's okay for now.
I love this one. The series feels more cartoonish than the anime that spawned it.
And then, here we go, a 3 out of 5. While the series delivers a faithful homage to the original source material, with absorbing visuals, intense action, and some magnetic performances, it falls into the trap of predictable storylines and lack of satisfying payoffs.
Paste, 3 out of 10. Netflix's Cowboy Bebop feels like a slap in the face. Oh my God. That's worse than I thought. 2 out of 5, Empire. Instead of feeling like a fun remix, Cowboy Bebop is at best a just okay cover version, and for the most part, an out-of-tune rendition of the greatest hits.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
Megan O'Keefe from Decider. All of the good things about Netflix's Cowboy Bebop are betrayed by poor writing, uninspired action scenes, and a truly baffling obsession with the most annoying characters in the series. AV Club hates it.
AV Club, yeah, right?
Go ahead, you can read it.
If there's a cool thing from the anime, this Cowboy Bebop will fight like hell to make it sillier or stupider.
Wait. You can breathe easy now because it's good. Well, that's not what most people said. The new version very much feels like a project with anime roots that has, for the most part, figured out how to make its influences work with flesh and blood actors and practical sets. It's a lot of fun. 3.5 out of 5.
If you have no expectations You're not going to be disappointed. Now, this is the problem. It's not just because it's an anime. It is widely considered one of the best anime series of all time. It's not like you're just taking some rando anime series and being like, let's live action it and make it look like anime.
Yeah, it wasn't very well known. This is a well-known one.
Yeah.
This was never going to be the Bebop that fans hold so near and dear to their hearts, and that's fine. The problem is that it doesn't become anything else either. We were complaining. They said that it's beat for beat. They tried to beat for beat do the anime, and it doesn't work because it's not the anime.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. At that point, it looks like a fan film. Even the intro. Like, people are like, wow, the intro is really good. I'm like, yeah, because it was almost beat for beat the intro, and it looked like a fan film. Polygon.
As a blip in the timeline of Cowboy Bebop's legacy, Netflix's first live-action series is a failure, however noble and interesting.
A noble interesting failure. So why does this exist?
This one gave it a positive. When the story failed for me early on, the characters kept me hooked. The story failed at the beginning, but the characters were still good.
The sets were really nice. I think the art direction was good. The cinematography was gorgeous. That's like the only thing I can say about Chris Chibnall's era in Doctor Who is like, the cinematography's good.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And that's about it. I like that they brought back the original Doctor Who theme song. Other than that, it's a complete fail for me.
Do we go next page? There's like so many of these. It just goes on and on. Okay, there's the last one. Oh, no, it's two more. Entertainment Weekly even. The fight sequences are pretty fun, and there's some impressive camera work, like a tracking shot through a disintegrating space station, but it still doesn't quite live up to the power of the original.
Even the positives, for the most part, there are some that are glowing, but it's kind of like the Eternals, where it was like, yeah, they're counting them as positive reviews, but they're not really overwhelmingly positive. It's like, yeah, it's okay.
And you know what? Some of these positives, I have to wonder, did they actually watch the original?
I have to wonder that too.
It seems like if you watched the original, you were like kind of like, eh. And if you didn't, you know, for the most part, you're kind of like, oh, this is great, because you didn't see what it was supposed to be, or you didn't know that it was too close to the source material, or whatever else is complaining about.
Yeah, so you know what? It's going to be really interesting to watch this unfold. I think we're going to see over the weekend a lot more reviews come in. So far, they're not looking real good.
Yeah, here's the South China Morning Post. Cowboy Bebop's problems begin with the decision by the writers to deviate from the source and turn the show into hodgepodge underwhelming misadventures. Well, here's where it gets interesting. Some of these reviewers say it's too close to the anime, and other people I've read a couple reviews. They said that they were trying to flesh out more characters and situations than what the anime had, and because of that, it ended up being like really flat or like boring or different things. So I mean, you're hearing both ways. I can't tell you for sure because I didn't see it. But there's people that are mad that it was too close to the anime. There's people that are mad that it tried to do different things, but it felt flat. It's all over the damn place.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is one of the most highly regarded anime series of all time. It's going to be really hard.
Yeah, here, right. That's what you were talking about. Even though Jong Cho was an inspired piece of casting, the production design is gorgeously detailed. It disappoints in almost every other department.
Hi. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this, but this went about as well as we expected it to, and I do not expect One Piece to be any better. Whether or not Oda's involved, it doesn't really matter. He's coming in as a consultant. That doesn't mean anything.
It's just a really hard thing.
Yeah.
To do anime as live action. Now, where I have seen things be successful has been like when I've seen like webtoons and things like that, mostly slice of life type stories translated into live action. Those a lot of times will work. I even saw ones like the some ones that you think would be weird, like the Uncanny Counter and stuff like that. That would be kind of weird to translate. I don't know if that was the actual webtoon before it was a show. But things like that you think would be difficult. They actually work. I think it just depends. Anime is not something, because it's so visual, that works well in a live action format because it's really hard to recreate that.
Yeah, so don't. I mean, the easiest thing to do is don't do it. Or if you're going to create a live action quote unquote anime, make a series that's inspired by anime, like The Matrix. You know, the Wachowskis got it. It's not actually an anime, but there is some inspiration from anime in it. Do that. Because
don't touch Inuyasha.
Oh, they're going to touch it?
Don't you dare touch Inuyasha.
Right, we're going to wrap this up?
Yep.
All right, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.